Good day, family. I hope you're having a wonderful day. And as always, I really appreciate you even taking the time to click on this video. This one is going to be it's pretty important. It's really an important one to me, and I really hope this is going to be pretty important to you as well. And as we know that there's been a lot of crashing out that we've been seeing online, and it's just been getting worse. And, I know that, you have people on the right that are, sitting back and finding a lot of amusement in it. And it is, some of it is just kind of, it is kind of crazy, and there is some amusement in some of it. But what I'm also seeing is something that I kind of predicted would happen, is that you're seeing a lot of instability, mentally. And it's not good at all, and, this is what we're seeing now. So anyway, I had no plans at all, because I've done a couple of videos and I just wanted them to kind of be out there for a little bit. And I wanted, and I said, I'll just do a video maybe Saturday or Sunday or whatever. But, but I saw this clip here, and it was, made me really, take a pause and said, I might have to do a recording on this. So let me go ahead and play this video for you real quick, and then we'll get to the meat of what we're talking about. Okay. All right, let me go ahead.
Challenge with the idea of how do you interact with people who voted for this, right? If you are an LGBTQ person and someone in your family voted essentially against your rights, or you're a woman, knowing that, this man was calling people the B word, JD Vance was literally calling Kamala Harris the trash, and said, we're going to take out the trash. I know a lot of Black women were incredibly triggered by that. And if you then meet somebody and they voted for the people who called you trash, or if you're Puerto Rican, and someone voted that way, do you recommend, just from a psychological standpoint, being around them? We got the holidays coming up.
So I love that you asked this question, because, there is a push, I think just a societal norm, that if somebody is your family, that they are entitled to your time. And I think the answer is absolutely not. So if you are going to a situation where you have family members, where you have close friends who have voted in ways that are against you, like what you said, against your livelihood, and it's completely fine to not be around those people and to tell them why, to say, I have a problem with the way that you voted because it went against my very livelihood, and I'm not going to be around you this holiday. I need to take some space for me. And I actually
Okay, so you heard what this woman, this PhD person from Yale, recommendation gave. Now, let me tell you something. That is the most dangerous piece of advice, and Joy Reid, she basically served her a layup, and then she, this PhD person just pretty much went for a slam dunk on the issue. And the advice that is being given is that, during the holiday season, it's going to be wise for people to isolate themselves from family members, if or aware that, certain family members voted a certain way. This is one of the when I heard this, it just really made me take great pause on just how insane a lot of these people really are. I don't give a damn on what degree you have. I don't. But any person with a half of wit knows full well that the holiday season is one of the times where you see the most suicides, where people commit suicide. They're done. You know what I'm saying? They remove themselves from the equation. And the last thing people need during this holiday season, I don't care if you celebrate the holiday season or not. So I don't care for Hebrews, your Bible folks or whatever. Don't be flooding my chat or my comment section with a bunch of scriptures, okay? Because we ain't talking about that, okay? What I'm saying is, when you are telling people that they need to isolate themselves simply because of voting, or the way that person voting, and that's number one. And number two, we know regardless that this is a time of the year where there's a high rate of suicides. For this individual to get up here and to actually give that kind of advice, they need to be disbarred. Whatever accreditation they have, they need to be disbarred for that. That is dangerous. That is dangerous, and it's completely foolish, not just for her profession, her office, the school, if the school is backing her, for MSNBC, for Joy Reid, anybody at all that's out here giving that kind of advice for people. It's insane. That's completely madness. And the sad thing about it is, if someone follows through on that and they do end up ending their lives, they're going to be responsible for that. I mean, it's just insanity. And for some of you who are listening to me right now, and you may say, well, it was pretty strenuous, and it was a lot of stress for me and all that stuff. I get it. I understand. But see, let me calm you down a little bit. Let's just talk about the institution of family, period. Families by tradition don't all get along. Families by tradition are going to have differences of opinion. That's normal. That's totally normal. Hello, we've been around for how many thousands of years now? This is not normal. I mean, this is normal. But somehow, especially during the holiday season, again, I don't care if you observe them or not. I'm not talking, if you don't observe them, then this ain't for you. Okay. I'm talking for those who do. It's when families get together, it's a way of putting aside whatever differences that people may have. And we strengthen each other by, around the food, around stories, around watching the game and all that stuff. That's where people get, you get charged by being around each other. You understand what I'm saying? And being around other people that's just human nature. You understand what I'm saying? I know you got people out here that say, well, shoot, I don't need anybody or whatever. We all need somebody. We all need somebody. And for these two clowns, these two asshats to get up here and to give that kind of dangerous advice, I mean, they need to crack down hard on that. And so my advice to you, listen, for you black women out here that did vote for Kamala, and you're upset and you're just frustrated or whatever, listen, I've already shared my opinions on this many times about her and what I believe, the whole nine. But let's just put that aside. Okay. Let's just put that aside. Let's just put that aside for just a moment. Okay. I ain't talking. This is just you and me. We're just talking right now. Besides all of that, get it. You go, number one, you shouldn't be venting on social media. That's number one. That's one of the most craziest things to do. Because when you put that kind of stuff out there, you screaming and hollering, spitting all over the place, cussing everybody out. When you upload that on social media, that is permanent record. That is permanent record. So let's say if you're out here and you're looking for a job or someone's looking to find out more information about you before they want to do a business deal with you, they're going to find videos of you up here screaming and hollering and cutting your hair off and throwing your wig and your weave all over the place. They're going to find that stuff. And with this right here, someone telling you that you should now take the next step and isolate yourself from your family. Literally, I'm sitting back here and I'm watching everything that they said was going to happen if Trump got into office, that he was going to do to families, was going to do to individuals. These people are literally doing it themselves. They're doing it to themselves, and they're trying to bring you into it as well. So again, we may have a difference of opinion when it comes to politics and all of that, and that's okay. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay. We can have a difference of opinion, when it comes to, politics or whatever, but I can put that aside and at least address the human element. I can at least try to make an appeal to the human side and try to get you to see that, hey, wait a minute now, this is, I know there's a disagreement here. I know you don't like how the elections turn out, but daggone it, don't listen to people that's telling you to do this kind of stuff. I'm saying, me speaking out right now is me saying, despite the differences we may have politically, I still don't want to see you, to launch into something crazy. I don't want to see you go into some self-harm stuff. Okay? I'm trying to help you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And this is the whole argument that I've been making on this platform for about a month now, as to why they have been trying their darndest to try to eliminate strong, straight men who are full of good character out of the equation. Because, see, we're going to tell you in love this kind of stuff. I'm not here trying to attack you. I want to see the best for you. I want to see you live. I want to see you have a full life. But I don't want you, but this kind of stuff, this ass hattery stuff that they're putting out here, this is dangerous. That is dangerous. You don't want to listen to that. Okay, so pull yourself together. If you need to take a quick vacation, maybe you need to do a weekend or something like that, go ahead and do what you do. You know what I'm saying? But don't isolate yourself. If you're depressed, you don't want to do that. Any true psychologist would tell you that. You don't, that's the last thing you want to do.
What are some things that we can do in the midst of the holidays to kind of alleviate depression?
So isolation begets depression. It's a circle. How depression eats, essentially, is with this isolation. It's essentially, it's craving you to be isolated. But depression is a big daunting thing because it has multiple symptoms, multiple things. So what's the first thing we can break?
The isolating.
The isolation.
Right? Yeah. Okay, so then maybe if we're feeling hesitant to go to like a holiday party,
do it anyway.
Then go.
Just Nike it.
Just Nike it. Just do it. Oh my gosh. Okay.
Just do it. And if you're feeling sad, do it sad.
Do it sad.
If you're feeling afraid, do it afraid. If you're feeling fatigued, do it fatigued. Because you know on the outcome, it can only help you to be there because we got to jumpstart the battery.
Depression can make you feel like no one understands, like you're all alone in your struggle. It can convince you to isolate yourself and to push away those who care. But remember, reaching out is not a sign of weakness, it's a sign of strength. There's help available, and you don't have to face this alone.
Sis, I don't even know if you're realizing it, but you're putting yourself in a self-imposed isolation, and I'm gonna need for you to stop it. Yes, we are isolating ourselves in the name of, well, I'm meditating, I'm journaling for 3 hours a morning, and I'm working on my business for 4 hours in silence. I'm moving in silence, right? I'm doing the inner work. I'm doing this and doing that for 4 to 6 hours a day. Sis, it don't take all that. I'm going to need you to get out and get around some people. I'm going to need you to go to the coffee shop. I'm going to need you to go to the public library. I'm going to need you to go to the park if it's nice out. We are going into the dark days where depression is real, right? The SAD, seasonal affective depression or whatever. And a lot of people get that, get the winter blues, whatever you want to call it. I'm going to need for you to get out of isolation so that doesn't affect you like it did last year and the year before. All right, sis? So I'm going to need for you to go.
So I don't want to really prolong this video here, but I just wanted, when I saw that, that was an this right here is like an emergency reaction that I'm having when I saw that. I said, that is ridiculous. I mean, why would you say that? I mean, why would you tell people who are really or truly frustrated and angry and depressed and all this stuff? I'm sitting back watching these videos, man. I mean, I had to stop watching them because I'm like, man, these people, they're really going through. And we've tried on this platform again to, go through a lot of the lies. Like they're saying that all of the rights of women are going to be taken away. And I've showed you in black and white, that's all bunk. It's lies. It's not true. It is not true. Your rights aren't being taken away as a woman. It's not. Okay. Now, and then we went through that and we've talked about that. Right. And then amongst the other things, I mean, there was this video of this black woman saying that she was afraid to go to sleep because she felt like she was going to wake up and become a slave. Now, that sounds kind of funny, but she apparently was actually believing this. I mean, And it's this individual that I know, they like following the Bible a whole lot on stuff, and they're out here feeding into this stuff. Talking about how, black men are going to be randomly pulled off the streets and thrown into prison and all this other kind of bull crap that they're putting out here, trying to scare people. Don't listen to this stuff. Come on now. No. I didn't vote for the guy either. I didn't vote for Trump either. So this ain't got nothing to do with me trying to tell you, you should have voted this way or that way. I told y'all, I don't even care like that. I didn't care who won. If she won, I would have been like, okay, well, I got to start focusing this way. Hey, it's just part of being an adult. You know what I'm saying? We've lived through so many things up to this point. Well, man, just adjust, retool, and keep it moving. That's called life. But what these individuals, these fool ass people to get up here and to tell you that you need to isolate yourself when you're depressed and down and feel defeated, man, that's insane. You don't do that. I understand that, hey, listen, there's a time maybe you got to, take a little time to yourself. Okay, that's cool. You should be doing that now. Okay, take a little time. But don't separate and isolate yourself from family members and people, even people that you may not agree with. You understand what I'm saying? Just don't bring it up. If you go to your family outing or something, or, gathering or whatever, just don't bring up politics. If they start bringing up politics or something like that, just say, hey, you know what? That ain't good for me right now. Let's talk about something. Can we just change the subject and just keep it moving? Or just say, you know what, I'm going to dip for a moment, but I'll be right back. You know what I'm saying? Or go in the backyard or whatever you do. But don't separate yourself, okay? Let me be a kind of a voice of reason here and tell you don't do that. Please don't do that. Don't do that. Don't listen to these people. This is demonic. I mean, that's why I was trying to express with my wife. I said, what I'm seeing now, it's gotten worse. It's like now it's the real demons are starting to come out now. So anyway, this video has been long enough, but I just wanted to get on here and tell you when I heard that was just a 911 emergency thing. I said, man, I can't just sit by and not say anything on that. No, you don't want to do that. Please don't do that. If you feel that depressed and down, as I've been saying on this platform, you need to go and get some professional help. Go get some real counseling. Not on social media. Do not use social media as an outlet for your depression. Don't do that. Don't do that. That's unwise. Okay, that is unwise. You need to go and get some professional counseling and have someone walk you through the process of true healing. Okay, but don't do that. All right. I guess I'm gonna end it here because that's it. But I'm sorry it went this long, but I just because I really do care. I don't like seeing people self-harm themselves. And when I saw that it just really irritated me. It just made me angry to see just how careless people are. And as much as some of these people out here want to say they are trying to champion black women, these are the same people that are out here trying to destroy you. And I'm saying this in total love that please do not listen to that. Don't listen to that. That is terrible advice to do that. All right. All right. I hope someone got it. All right. So you guys take care and listen, you're much better than that. OK, you're equipped. You're alive. The fact that you're alive today, it says that you still got a lot of work that you can be doing on yourself and being a help and a blessing to many, many people around you, regardless of your political affiliations. It doesn't matter. There's a lot in you. OK, and people are waiting to see that. All right. All right. Take care now. I see.